What's up there, you snotty little kids? It's Goji time again. It's Goji time once again. So, because I like you guys, I'm going to do another review. This is my third Playmates haul. And it was a good one today. So, what we have here is the Titan Tech Kong. We have the Battle Roar Scar King. And then we have the Toho series Godzilla 1954. I'm going to get these out of the box for you, and we'll talk about them. Let's go. Let's Goji. All right, so first off the bat, we got the Playmates Titan Tech Kong. Now, let me show you what I got for you guys. A ruler. Now, this Goji stands about... Yeah, go fuck yourself. Rulers are for nerds. I'm kidding. He's like 8 inches. And he's a biggie, though. A solid figure. I gotta say, straight off the bat, I like this guy. You know, I like him before he transforms. I like the shape of the face. I like his teeth. He's kind of brolic. I love the axe that they give him. You know what I mean? With Goji's dorsal plate encased in some kind of metal, man. The axe is dope. And he's a solid figure with some articulation here and there. The arms move, head don't move. The feet do. And the legs move a little bit. But I like the look of this guy. Really cool, really mean, tough looking Kong right here. I've been praising the fur, the way they do Kong's fur on the Playmates. It's not as good on this one. I mean, it's good on the top of the head. And the beard is all right. It's like more of a trim beard here. But on the body, it's not as detailed as it is on some of the other Playmates Kong figures. And that's understandable because this one is different. This is a transforming figure. So, you know, I can understand why maybe they didn't go so ham on his fur. And that's okay. You know, that doesn't really, it doesn't take away from it. You know what I mean? They did the right job on the fur and in all the right places, you know? So it's not terrible. You still get to see the fur. It's just not as filled with nooks and crannies and as detailed. It's a little smoother, this figure. So, and I guess it needs to be, you know what I mean, for the type of figure that it is. Here, let me show you the box real quick. So, I'm going to transform this guy for you. It's a bunch of different things you have to do to transform him. So I'm not going to just do it all one by one. I'm just going to pause, transform the fucker, and then talk about him. All right, so here we go. What a pain in the ass that is. There's a million little things you got to pop out. I hope I got them all. I think I did. Holy shit, man. But, wow. You know, this is Titan Tech Kong in all his glory right here. It's pretty cool, though, man. You know, why? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, if, you know, maybe it would be cool to have a movie like this in the future. Like, I don't know, man. Throw it like fucking 100 years into the future and make it like the Jetsons with Kong and Godzilla and all transformed into the Titan Tech Kaijus. Ridiculous, man. But, Playmates did it. And I like Playmates toys. So, I had to get it. Plus, I just got and reviewed the Titan Tech Godzilla. So, I was going to get the Kong and was actually surprised. I took a drive over to the Target in Flatbush today. And I was surprised that they had quite a bunch of stuff. So, that's where I made my haul this morning. But anyway, this is Kong, Titan Tech Kong. Of course, he has some metal pieces on his feet, around his ankles, and here on his legs. Just to give you an idea what they look like, you have one on his hand and his arms, here and here. You got these shoulder pads, and then you got like a chest protector with the Monarch logo on it, which is really cool. I'm glad that they that's kind of cool. It's classy that they did that. Because that at least makes some sense of all of this, right? It's Monarch that's giving them all of this shit. It's like these Titan Tech toys are like RKO out of nowhere. You know what I mean? They're cool, but we're not really sure of the purpose. Unless they make that happen. And seeing the Monarch logo on the chest protector, maybe there's something to that. Maybe they're gonna do this to these guys in the future. And then you got the shades, man, giving me Blade vibes right there. Maybe, is this the Vampire Hunter Kong? Got the ill Blade shades on. But, yeah, man, this is fucking cool. I'm going to show you him here next to Titan Tech Godzilla. So you see how they scale. Roughly the same size difference in all the toys. You know what I mean? Kong's a little shorter than Godzilla in the movie, so Playmates correctly reflects that. But these are kind of dope when you see them fully transformed and you see them together. Makes you feel better about it anyway, because when you see them for the first time, you're like, what? Why? But Playmates does well done. Oh, and I forgot to even mention this. Kong's got himself an earpiece. He's gonna sell you some stocks like Jordan Belfort. Hello, Bob. It's Kong from the Monsterverse. Did you get that package I sent you? If you remember the last time we spoke, I told you that's what we got going on here. That's crazy, like, how is that? So Kong is basically communicating with Monarch. Like, that would be wild if Monarch could translate Kong and they give him a microphone to report back. Wild ass shit, man. Wild ass shit. But anyway, these two look cool to pose together, so I'm going to keep them together like that to make some sense out of the madness. I didn't even have Godzilla pose before with all the gear, but now that I got Kong, I think I'll leave them both like that with all the gear out. Yeah, just no damn purpose, unless they got the inside scoop from somebody at Legendary. That this is what we're going to get. But I recommend these Playmates. These are only $20, man. $19.99. So, and they're 8-inch figures, and they do a lot. So, like I've been saying, the last few reviews, you get bang for your buck with Playmates. And I'm happy to have these guys. All right, on to the next one. Okay, so we have the Playmates Battle Roar Scar King. Now, I had mentioned wanting to get this guy in my last video, and I totally did not expect to see him there today at Target. Like sometimes Target is weird. Like it won't tell you that it has it in stock on the website. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and then you get there and they got it. So, and this was the last one left. So, boy, was I psyched. I grabbed this quick. I went there for something else. I went there for the 54, which I'll show you in a minute. But when I saw this guy, I grabbed him quick. So now I have the Battle Roar set complete, because it looks like there's just 3 of them. I showed you the box in the last time. And this is Scar King. And this is really nice, man. This might actually be the nicest Battle Roar figure to me. It's really, really fucking cool. Now, see, this one, the fur is very well done. You could see that, This is, you basically got a ribeye paint job, ribeye red. Now, you have his whiplash on this one, too, wrapped around him. But it is not detachable. You can't put it in his hand, which is fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? This one's more about just staying on the shelf for what it is. It's not about articulation. It's not about posability. This one, there's not that many places. You got arms and legs, as far as the articulation is concerned. But you're not gonna move this guy into a million different positions. I like him just like that, to be honest with you. So, and you see, Scar King's a lot more slender than Kong. That's his build. And this is just really nice. The detail, you can see that right here. The detail on the fur is really fantastic by Playmates. It's a $15 toy. You know what I mean? So when I could see detail like that, like his muscles and the fur, all the way on the legs and stuff, I can appreciate that on a $15 toy. That's why I say Playmates, you get your money's worth with Playmates, because they give you the best you're going to get for $15 and then some. You know what I mean? So let's use the ruler once again for this one. I got about 7 inches on this guy. All right, so let's, take a look at his face. I like the eyes in this one, man. I like his face on this one. The teeth are, let's just say not the greatest on this. I don't know. Looks like some dentures. But Scar King's probably a lot older than Kong. I love the way his eyes look, man. His eyes look pretty creepy and scary on this one. Teeth are just, whatever, man. They're from a distance, they're okay. They're not terrible. And you got to remember, these are the Battle Roar ones. So, the face is a little spongy. See that? But cool nonetheless. The Battle Roar button is on his back. So, each of these Battle Roar figures has 2 roars. So, let's get that done for you. And that's the second roar, is the one we've been hearing in the trailer, obviously. So yeah, I definitely recommend this. I really like Scar King figures, man. You know what I mean? And I'm just like interested in adding them. And watch how they progress. I like this one better than the 6-inch Scar King figure. Even though you could take the whip off in that one. But I just like, I like the overall look of this better. And I think there's a giant Scar King, so that's what I got to get next. And all the rest of these, I'm looking to get mostly the whole collection. Can't wait to get Shimo. Yeah, Shimo's the next one. Shimo's just not in any stores anywhere near me. So, but yeah. Anyway, highly recommend Playmates. Go out and get some Scar King, man. And just to compare it for you guys, these are all the Battle Roar figures from Godzilla X Kong. So yeah, these are real nice, man. The Battle Roar figures, I actually like them very much. It's actually I think it's the only Kong that didn't have the Beast Glove as far as the Godzilla X Kong figures. I don't know if he has it in all the rest of them, but he doesn't have it in this one, and that's fine. You know, because there's parts of the movie where he doesn't have it. So I think that's actually cool. And you can see how Scar King, how these scale. These are almost they're almost pretty much all the same height. Look at Godzilla and Scar King next to each other. They're pretty much the same damn size, you know. It's the Battle of the Apes. Kong is definitely more solid. You know, you could tell Kong is a lot more muscular and wider than Scar King. But yeah, oh man, this movie's coming out pretty soon, man, and I'm just psyched. So there we go for the Battle Roar. On to the next. Okay, and now we have the Playmates Toho series, 1954 Godzilla. And man, ding, 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 we have a winner. I love this figure. I've been wanting to get this for a while. I saw it online, watched a couple reviews on it, and I love it. I'm not disappointed whatsoever at all. I love the pose that this guy is in. I love that he has, you know, I've seen people complain about it, but he has like a lifted foot pose that he stays in, and I love that. You know what I mean? Not all figures to me are about posability. Sometimes a figure comes in the pose you want, and I love this. This pose nails the 1954 Godzilla. How he appeared to me in the movie, how he moved around, how he looked when he was looking down at people. Let me show you the box. It's got a bunch of stuff here. People read it in other videos. If you want to hear somebody read it in a movie voice, first appearing in 1954, go watch some other jerk off. That's not what I'm here for. I just like to talk about the figure. I don't do all of that geek shit. If you want me to start doing that, pay me, Playmates. Start sending me some free figures like you sent to Shinra Jira and all those. I love Shinra Jira's videos, by the way. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him and all of them dudes that do all of that extra shit. But they're probably getting sent figures by the companies, I suppose. You know what I mean? I'm just some regular dude that just likes to do this because it's fun. But anyway, figure's awesome, man. Detail all over the place. Love Godzilla's skin here, man. Really, really conveys the skin of the 1954 Godzilla, man. Look at that. That is just beautiful. You know, and I've seen some reviewers say that the figure is smooth in places, and it is, but I see why it's smooth in places. It's smooth in a uniform fashion. It's not smooth like, why is this area smooth and this area isn't? You know what I mean? It's smooth for specific purposes. And I like that. You know, the different ways you turn it, it just shimmers and glimmers. It's a very basic paint job to me, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they got a little bit of detail on the dorsal plates, which I really like these dorsal plates, but not that much as far as the detail on them. it's just a flat gray, you know, like a couple, two shades of gray, basically. You get the gray of the figure and the gray on the dorsal plates. But the way the figure is done, the nooks and the crannies and how smooth it is in certain places makes it just look like it's shimmering and glimmering. You know what I mean? Kind of looking like Godzilla just hopped out of the water, which I really, really like that, you know? Now, his face from the side is great. The brows, the ears conveys the 54. Something about the 54, let's see here. Teeth are okay, you know. They're all right. They look pretty decent. Kind of like Halloween-style vampire fangs, but they fit this figure, you know. So no real complaints there. Like, I love the way the face looks in this. And the thing with the eyes, with the 1954 Godzilla, it's crazy. Like, and it's happened on most of the figures and in the movie, that everywhere, every angle you look at it, if you feel like Godzilla's looking down at you, looking at you. You know what I mean? And that's where you turn it this way, he looks like he's looking down at the people. You turn it here. 1954 Godzilla's always giving you a side eye, like a pissed off side eye. You know, where you don't exactly find that with other Godzillas, but from the front, the eyes are not incredible. You know what I mean? Because the eyes are like more set to the side, you know, which you see, you know, Godzilla's eyes in the movie looking like that. You know what I mean? So from the front, you're basically just getting the whites of his eyeballs. And from the side, you know, it looks much more dynamic. You know what I mean? That conveys something. That's Godzilla, like, you don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see Godzilla looking down at you like that. So, I don't know. This is a pretty big one here. Let's see. It's 11 inches. 11 inches there. Yeah, so it's a decent size figure. And I just love it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all about how figures look posed on the shelf. You know, because that's what's nice. It's nice to look, like go through the whole collection and look at the different poses of them. So, you know, I'm not much in the way of articulation. You know, you got the tail moves, head moves. You know, I don't know why people show you that the head moves all the way around. Like, so what? It's not The Exorcist, man. It's Godzilla. Why? Who cares if it moves all the way around? You know what I mean? This likely does move all the way around, but why? You know what I mean? Arms and legs. Yay. You know? There's your fucking articulation. But, you know? Yeah, so stupid. Anyway, it's just a great pose, like just like that, man. And this figure was $22 for a nice detailed 11-inch Godzilla from Playmates. Playmates is swinging and hitting that at a park this year. I'm sorry, man. Screw what anybody has to say. I don't care. For cheap toys, these are great. They're great. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with them at all. And the light gray on this is fantastic, man. It's like, it reminds me of the lighter shade Bandai 54. Well, the other day I just reviewed the NECA 54 and I busted out all of the 54s I own. And now this is my newest 54 to add to the collection, and I'm super happy about it. So anyway, I highly recommend Playmates once again. So, but go out there and get this guy, man. He's awesome. And And that's about it. I'm gonna be reviewing some NECAs and some other stuff soon too, so stay tuned. But go out and get you some Goji, kids.